Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam, good morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm good, Miss. How about you?
Okay, good. I'm good, thank you. Before we start our activities today, let's pray together based on our beliefs. Pray, begin. Okay, done. Okay, I will check your attendance list first before we start the material. Okay, the first is Atala,
Present, Miss.
Amelia,
Present, Miss.
Fanya.
I'm here, Miss.
Okay, hadir semua ya. Right. Last week we already learned about recontext, okay? Right guys, before we start the material, I'm going to reviewing atau mengingatkan kembali tentang materi last week tentang recontext ya. Okay. So, I already told to you or tell you what is recontext, about the definition, the purpose, and also the generic structure. Nah, I'm going to ask you, what is the definition of recontext?
Recontext is a fact that retells an event
Okay,
that happened in the past.
good. Atala ya, good. Just to remember what is the definition of recontext. The second is, what is the purpose or the aim of recontext?
Fanya, Miss, I want to try to
Okay.
answer. To give information of an event and to entertain the reader,
Okay,
Miss.
good job, Fanya. The third and last question is, what is the generic structure of recontext?
The answer is orientation, series of event, and reorientation, Miss.
Okay, good, Atala, thank you. Okay, sepertinya kalian masih mengingat ya materi sebelumnya tentang recontext. Okay, today we are going to move to the next material because I see that you still remember what is recontext. I hope you will remember it. Not just now, okay, but more in another day. Okay, jadi hari ini kita akan berpindah atau move ke next materi selanjutnya, yaitu tentang narrative text. Oke, apa kalian sudah tahu apa itu narrative text? What is narrative text?
No, Miss.
No? Alright. Kalau begitu saya akan jelaskan ya. Narrative text. Narrative text is a story with complication or problematic events and it tries to find the resolution to solve the problem. Jadi narrative text itu merupakan sebuah cerita yang berisi dengan permasalahan atau komplikasi peristiwa dan lalu menemukan solusi atau penyelesaian dari masalah tersebut. Narrative text is a type of the text that tells a chronological story in the past. Jadi narrative text itu merupakan tipe cerita yang menceritakan peristiwa yang sudah terjadi di masa lampau atau yang sudah-sudah. Okay, next ya. Alright, the purpose of narrative text. The aim of narrative text is to entertain the readers through the amusing story that have written by the writer. Jadi tujuan dari si narrative text ini untuk menghibur penonton dengan pembaca dengan cerita yang menarik gitu, yang telah ditulis oleh penulis. Seperti itu. Oke, di sini ada contoh-contoh atau jenis macam-macam dari narrative text. Okay, you can see to the right, it's a picture of narrative text story. Ada fairy tale, Timun Mas. You guys have read about Timun Mas? I'm sure you guys have read Timun Mas ya. Ini cerita legend sekali, bahkan ada filmnya juga ya. Lalu ada The Lion and the and the Tiger. Okay, The Lion and the Tiger. Okay, to the left dan di sisi kiri ada banyak sekali macam-macam dari naratif teks ini, seperti fairy tale, folklore, legend, myth, dan masih banyak lagi ya. Okay. Characteristic of narrative text. Nah, ciri-ciri dari narrative text. Yang pertama ada fill with stories and entertain a certain event. The text is written using a narrative language style. Jadi, berisi dengan cerita-cerita dan beberapa peristiwa. Teks ini ditulis dengan narrative style language, dengan bahasa naratif seperti itu. Yang kedua ada There is an event or conflict. Ada beberapa peristiwa dan permasalahan. Yang ketiga, there are forming elements such as theme, setting, plot, characters, and point of view. Jadi ada beberapa elemen pembentuk ya, seperti tema, setting atau pengaturan, plot, alur, karakter tokoh, dan juga point of view atau sudut pandang. Oke. Yang terakhir ada have a clear plot from the beginning in the end of the story. Jadi memiliki alur yang jelas dari awal hingga akhir dari si naratif teks ini. Oke, next. Oke, here is the example of narrative text ya. Ada di Ugly Duckling. Ada 3 paragraph. The first paragraph is orientation, the second is complication, and the last is resolution and reorientation. Oke, for your information ya guys, untuk narrative text ini reorientation-nya itu tidak perlu ada, tapi kadang ada gitu loh. Jadi tidak wajib. Seperti itu. Itu untuk dikit-dikit tentang generic structure dari narrative text. Now we are going to learn about generic structure ya. Saya sudah kasih tahu dari cerita sebelumnya generic structure-nya sudah. Oke, sekarang kita masuk ke penjelasannya ya. Generic structure narrative text itu ada apa saja? Oke, narrative text generic structure. There are 4 generic structure ya. I have mentioned before. The first is orientation, complication, resolution, and also the reorientation. Okay, the first is orientation. Orientation is the opening part of a narrative text story. This section introduces the characters in the story and the background of the story, which include the setting of place, time, atmosphere, and social condition. Oke, jadi di bagian orientation ini merupakan bagian pembukaannya di mana penulis memperkenalkan tokoh ceritanya, terus bukan alur kayak setting tempat, setting waktu, suasana yang ada di dalam cerita tersebut. The next ada complication. Atau bagian permasalahan ya. This section contain the problem that occur in the storyline. Complication is further divided into 3 parts, namely rising action, climax, and falling action. Oke, jadi komplikasi ini merupakan bagian di mana permasalahan mulai muncul dalam cerita. Terbagi menjadi 3 bagian, yaitu ada rising action, di mana permasalahan baru muncul. Yang kedua ada climax, di mana permasalahan sudah mencapai puncak atau sedang panas-panasnya. Yang ketiga ada falling action, di mana masalah sudah mulai mereda dan tensinya sudah mulai menurun, seperti itu. Next, ada resolution. Oke, resolution. This section contain the completion or ending of the narrative text story. Okay, a story can be closed with a happy ending, a sad ending, or a cliffhanger. Oke, jadi resolution ini merupakan bagian yang berisi tentang ending dari sebuah cerita. Lalu cerita itu bisa diakhiri dengan happy ending, akhir yang bahagia, sad ending, atau akhir yang menyedihkan, dan ada juga cliffhanger atau akhir yang menggantung. Dan yang terakhir, reorientation. The orientation is the last part of the narrative text structure. Okay, usually contain conclusion, moral values, or change in character traits at the end of the story. Oke, jadi reorientation ini merupakan bagian terakhir dari sebuah narrative text atau cerita dari yang berdasarkan narrative text. Biasanya berisi tentang rangkuman atau kesimpulan, lalu ada moral value atau pesan moral, dan mungkin bisa jadi perubahan dari watak karakter di dalam cerita. Oke, ya seperti yang saya bilang tadi, part di orientation ini kadang ada atau tidak gitu. Jadi tidak wajib, namun beberapa cerita kadang menyisipkan pesan moral dalam cerita mereka. Oke, cerita yang mereka tulis. Oke, language style in narrative text ya. Ada past tense, adverb of time, time conjunction, and also the last is direct speech. Okay, let's move to the first one. Ada past tense. The past tense is used in narrative text because this text tells about event in the past. Jadi past tense ini digunakan di narrative text. Kenapa? Karena narrative text ini menceritakan cerita atau peristiwa yang sudah terjadi di masa lalu atau masa lampau. Nah, there are 3 types of past tense that are characteristic of narrative text. Yang pertama ada simple past tense, contohnya seperti she felt. Yang kedua, the second, past continuous tense, she was waiting for the example. Yang terakhir, the last is past perfect tense, my dog has promised. Okay, that's the example of the past perfect tense. Okay, so that's all about perfect tense. Let's move to the adverb of time. Okay, what is the adverb of time? Narrative text is usually told in the order of event or storyline, which usually all the plots called the plot. Okay, therefore in narrative text there must be an adverb of time or a description of time. Jadi dalam narrative text ini kan menceritakan sebuah plot alur yang berurutan atau peristiwa-peristiwa yang ya sudah terurut gitu. Nah, karena begitu narrative text itu memiliki adverb of time atau penjelasan tentang waktu. Contohnya ada once upon a time, pada zaman dahulu atau dahulu kala, lalu one day, suatu hari. Oke, seperti itu. Itu penjelasan untuk adverb of time. The next, we have time conjunction. Okay, apart from adverb of time, you can also find a time conjunction or conjunction of time in narrative text. Okay, selain ada adverb of time, di dalam narrative text ini juga ada time conjunction, okay, atau kata hubung waktu. Contohnya seperti when, saat, until, sampai, after, sesudah, seperti itu. The next ada direct speech. Nah, direct speech is a direct speech uttered by someone in the story. Jadi direct speech itu adalah kata yang langsung diucapkan oleh seseorang di dalam cerita. Oke, ada 2 contohnya di sini. We can see here. One of the swans said, "You are the most beautiful swan I have ever seen." Okay. The second is just what we're looking for, she said to her husband. Okay. Let's move to the first explanation ya. The first example explanation. Jadi yang pertama ini, if the speaker is at the beginning of the sentence, write the speaker's name with its saying verb. Then add a comma, add a quotation mark after the comma, and fill in the dialogue in and with a period. Okay. Untuk aturan penulisan pertama ini, jika pembicara berada di awal kalimat, tulis nama pembicara dengan saying verb. Saying verb ini seperti ini nih, yang one of the swan said. Itu contohnya, one of the swan said. Nah, yang pembicara ini kan the speaker's name ini the swan kan, swan. Lalu saying verb ini said, seperti itu. Then add a comma after said, itu kita ada koma seperti yang kita lihat. The next add quotation mark, ada tanda kutip, dan after that fill the dialogue. Okay, you are the most beautiful swan I have ever seen. Okay, that's the dialogue. Jadi dialognya itu. Dan terakhir end with a period, akhiri dengan tanda titik. Itu aturan pertama dalam penulisan direct speech dalam sebuah cerita. Okay, the second, if the dialogue ends with a question mark or exclamation mark and the speaker at the end of the dialogue, there is no need to add a comma when the quotation mark, but if the speaker is at the beginning, a comma is still required. Oke, jadi jika si pembicaranya itu ada di akhir kalimat, tidak diperlukan koma dan saying verb di awal. Nah, si saying verb itu berada di akhir. Namun jika si pembicaranya itu ada di awal, koma itu harus tetap ada, seperti itu guys. Nah, contohnya seperti just what we're looking for, she said to her husband, no comma, okay, but end with period, but still end with period, seperti itu. Oke, ini narrative text example-nya yang tadi ya. Saya akan nyuruh kalian baca, because I have done with my explanation about narrative text. Now I'm going to ask you read this narrative text example. The title is The Ugly Duckling. I'll give you 5 minutes to read it, and after that I'll give you several questions you need to answer. Okay, 5 minutes start from now. Okay, are you done? Okay, you need to answer the question. The first question is, why did the baby duck decide to leave home?
Fanya, Miss.
Okay,
Fanya.
Fanya, you want to answer?
The answer is C, Miss.
Okay, good, correct. That's the answer. The second question is, after leaving home, where does the duckling go?
Amelia, Miss. I want to answer.
Okay, Amelia, you want to answer? Sure. Go ahead.
The answer is A, Miss. A.
Okay, that's correct answer. Good job. The next question is, who took the ugly duckling to home after going away from cottage?
Fanya,
Okay.
Miss. Fanya.
Fanya again. Okay, what do you answer?
The answer is B, Miss. B.
Okay, good job. You answered it correctly. The last question, who want to answer?
Atala, Miss.
Atala. Okay, Atala.
Yes, Miss. I want to try to answer the question, Miss.
Okay, what is the answer? Okay, correct. Good job. Okay, good job for all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, we're already at the end of the material today. Now I'm going to give you a homework, and what should you do? You should find a narrative text in the internet, and then you should analyze it, find the genre structure, also the language style, and then you can collective it to me next week. Okay, so see you next week, guys. Thank you so much for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.